Unit 2 is all about exponents. We're going to talk about the properties, the laws, and some tricks of exponents. But before we can talk about them, we need to define them. We need to understand what exponents are. Starting with, what parts does an exponent have? Here we have a basic exponent, a to the power of n. A is a big number on the bottom, m is a small number on the top. A and m in this case represent any number. The small number on the top is called the exponent. So in this case, m is the exponent. And the big number on the bottom is called the base. So in this case, a is the base of the exponent. But now that we know what the base and the exponent are, let's learn a little bit more about this very useful property, this very useful tool that we have in math. We can think of exponents as a reduced multiplication. Look at this multiplication. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. It's a very long multiplication, but we can reduce it by using exponents. First of all, we're multiplying just a lot of 2's. A lot of 2's. All of that multiplication is a lot of 2's. So the base of the exponent is the number we're multiplying. So we write all those 2's into just one of them, and that's the base of our exponent, a 2. Now we need to figure out what is the exponent of these 2. For that, we're going to count how many 2's are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There are 7 2's, so the exponent is 2. So this multiplication of 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, we can write it as 2 to the power of 7. So it's a simplification of the multiplication. And because this is a property, it means both ways are true. So no matter if we put the long multiplication on the top or the exponent on the bottom in the calculator, we're going to get the same answer on either way. But let's do one more for practice. Let's do another multiplication. Now let's do 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. So all we have here are 5's multiplying each other. That means the base of the exponent is going to be a 5. And then, what is the exponent? We count. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 5's. We put it on the exponent. So 5 times 5 times 5 is the same as 5 to the power of 4. Either way we put it in the calculator, we get the same answer of 625. And this is how we can write exponents. We can also do it in the opposite direction. We can be given an exponent and write it as a multiplication. For example, we have 8 to the power of 3. Remember, the base tells us the number we're multiplying, and the exponent tells us how many times we're multiplying. So we have a base of 8, and we have an exponent of 3. So it means we're going to multiply the 8 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And this is how we can write the exponents. And remember, either we write it on the top form or in the bottom form, we're going to get the same answer. Let's do it one more time. We have 12 is the base and 4 is the exponent. So 12 to the power of 4. It means we're going to multiply the 12, which is the base, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is how we can work with exponents. Either way, we get the same answer. Remember, it's just that we used exponents to simplify the writing. One last thing before we finish, and this is a very important rule to remember, not only in this basics of algebra, but also in Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, Calculus, Differential Equations, Trigonometry, and any math class that you will be facing in your math life. And it is the exponent by default is a number 1. Look at all of these numbers, 2, 7, 24, and 432. They don't have an exponent. A very common mistake is saying that they all have an exponent of 0. But unfortunately, this is wrong. This is a very common mistake. When we do not see an exponent in a number, is actually an exponent of 1 because by default, all numbers have an exponent of 1 unless there is another exponent written, of course. That being said, these are not zeros, these are actually 2 to the power of 1, 7 to the power of 1, 24 to the power of 1, and 432 to the power of 1. And this is how we write numbers without exponents. For more math lessons like this one, visit our website, mathusermanual.com, or follow us on Instagram at mathusermanual.